I started out just having fun, really, with like, I thought so, like pain pills and everything. And then it turned into pain pills were getting expensive and heroin was way cheaper. And you could get a lot more for just a little bit of money. So that's when I turned to heroin. As soon as I did my first pill, I fell in love when I did an opiate. Just the feeling it gave me. And it evolved into heroin. And I was always one of those guys that's like, you know, I'll never do heroin. Heroin's bad. My family pretty much, you know, like they tried a couple times. The first time it was like, okay, we'll get you help and then you'll be better. Like they didn't understand like the struggle I was going through inside my head, because that's really like it like took control. And they're like, as we call it, normies, so they don't really know what it's like, but you just can't stop. And that's what my family wanted me to do. They thought if I went to rehab, I was cured and I was never gonna do anything crazy again. And then all the times I was getting locked up, they just got tired of it, so they started loving me from a distance. They kicked me out. I had nowhere to go, so I started staying with friends at trap houses, and it just spiraled down from there. And I actually didn't have anybody, but I was stealing from people. I started selling drugs just to be able to get high and to afford drugs. So like it turned into I wasn't doing anything but selling and using, and everybody in my life was cut out, and I was pretty much by myself, and I thought that was normal. I thought that's what you're like. I was getting locked up all the time. Nobody trusted me and wanted me around. I don't know, something just clicked in my head. I can't explain it really, like, because there's so many things that happened in my life that, you know, people would say, oh, that should have got you clean. You know, friends dying, having a kid, families begging for you to stay clean, giving you everything that you need to stay clean. But at the end of the day, there's none of that that would make me stay clean. It was what I wanted to do, and I'm sure those things played a part into it in a certain way, but it just clicked. I just didn't want to live that life anymore. I was tired of getting locked up and spending my time behind a door, and I was tired of not being a nobody and someone that nobody trusted around. Like, they didn't want you around. They didn't want you to, like, my grandma, now she tells me, like, when are you coming back? And she used to tell me, you can't stay here, or you can't come here. Like, so I don't know. I just woke up one day in jail and I was like, something has to change. Like, I just don't want to live this way anymore. And it took me 10 years to realize that. And it was a journey. And I don't think that people understand the pain and the suffering that little bit of powder is going to cause you, and probably take your life like it's taken a lot of my friends. I've lost 33 friends, 33 friends in the past 2 years that I got clean. And I wake up every morning and it's usually RIP this on Facebook, and I just didn't want to be a statistic anymore. I didn't want to be that guy that everybody's going to say RIP to and then never talk about it again, because I mean, that's what happens with that life. Oh man, I just celebrated 2 years clean. So I've a little over 2 years clean now, and the things I have today was like stuff I only dreamed about when I was in a jail cell. You know, like, it's just, the stuff I have, I dreamed about, and I never thought in the world, in the whole world, I could have this stuff. Like, I went and got my GED. I have my own place. I have a bank account, which I never had before, because I have never had money to put into it. I pay my bills today, and I have a good job now. Like, I get to work with people and try to help them. And if you would have told me that 2 years ago, I would have thought you was crazy. But the things that has happened is just like mind-blowing, because I just didn't see that in my future. I thought I was gonna be, you know, a heroin addict, and I was just gonna die or spend the rest of my life locked up. And I was okay with that for a long time, but like I said, something just clicked. And now I have a wonderful life. My life is so amazing, and I wake up every day to take on the next day.